There is a residential area located at the outer perimeter of a metropolitan zone that continues to exist within every formal system responsible for defining urban presence. It appears on planning documents. It is listed in municipal registries. It is connected to electrical grids, water infrastructure, sanitation networks, and communication systems that update their operational status continuously. From the standpoint of governance, the area is present, active, and validated. No designation has ever been applied to classify it as inactive. No historical marker indicates decline. No record suggests a moment of abandonment. The area did not experience failure. It did not experience collapse. It did not experience disruption. Its condition remained stable across all measurable parameters. Road surfaces are intact. Traffic signals function as programmed. Streetlights activate according to automated schedules synchronized with the rest of the city. Waste collection occurs at established intervals. Emergency access routes remain unobstructed. Building codes are enforced. Inspections are logged. Systems report compliance. From an engineering perspective, there is nothing to correct. What changed was not the physical configuration of the environment. What changed was how often it was referenced. Urban systems rely on reinforcement. Movement reinforces relevance. Commerce reinforces memory. Repetition stabilizes spatial identity. Areas that are consistently traversed remain cognitively prominent. Areas that are not traversed with frequency persist physically, but degrade in perceptual priority. This neighborhood entered that state gradually. There was no signal indicating the transition. No alert threshold was crossed. No metric flagged deviation. Traffic volume declined incrementally, remaining within acceptable ranges. Population density decreased slowly, avoiding classification as abnormal. Economic activity reduced without triggering intervention. In optimization systems, absence does not register as failure. It registers as neutrality. Neutrality is not penalized. It is deep. Delivery routes remained valid, yet drivers began hesitating once inside the area. Navigation software confirmed addresses, but recalculated paths more frequently, as if alternative routes offered marginally higher relevance. Ride-sharing platforms occasionally reassigned drivers mid-route, not due to error, but due to probabilistic adjustment. Nothing was removed. Priority shifted. Municipal data showed no cause for concern. Zoning remained unchanged. Funding allocations were neither increased nor withdrawn. Demographic movement remained within tolerances. From a statistical standpoint, the area remained unremarkable, yet residents observed delays. Mail arrived inconsistently. Service requests remained unresolved longer than expected. Maintenance personnel appeared uncertain, requesting confirmation of location while physically present. Post-visit interviews revealed a consistent pattern. Technicians could not accurately describe the area afterward. Their recollections were incomplete, lacking spatial coherence. Not incorrect, inconclusive. Urban cognition depends on reinforcement loops. Areas frequently referenced stabilize. Areas infrequently referenced lose clarity. This is not decay, it is attenuation. The neighborhood continued operating. Traffic decreased further without closure notices. Navigation systems ceased recommending traversal routes through the area. Local commerce diminished without catastrophic failure. Businesses closed not because they were unsuccessful, but because demand never returned once. Attention shifted elsewhere. Infrastructure remained usable. Demand dissolved. Sociological models classified this as passive neglect, though the term implies intention. No decision-maker selected the area for exclusion. The outcome emerged from optimization processes responding to signal frequency rather than quality. Residents adapted behaviorally. Errands were planned externally. Deliveries included additional instructions. Directions reference. Directions and The neighborhood's name appeared less frequently in speech. Eventually, it became optional. Addresses were replaced with relational. Location was defined by proximity to other areas, rather than by identity. The place still existed, but its label weakened through underuse. Urban analytics later revealed declining priority scores assigned by predictive models. Not due to risk indicators, not due to deterioration, but due to insufficient event density. Nothing occurred there often enough to justify recalibration. Optimization systems do not register absence as loss. They register it as irrelevance. The neighborhood did not disappear. It ceased to compete. Utilities continued functioning. Transactions continued closing. Life proceeded uninterrupted, yet traversal declined. Memory degraded. Recognition weakened. Emergency responders reported arrival without delay, yet described unfamiliarity upon arrival. Training data indicated familiarity, but perceptual consolidation failed. One responder described the sensation as entering a location that existed in documentation, but not in recollection. Psychological research confirms that perception requires repetition. Memory requires reinforcement. Spatial identity depends on reference frequency. Locations that are not referenced lose stability, regardless of physical continuity. This area was still present. It simply stopped being reinforced. No incident occurred to restore prominence. No infrastructural failure demanded attention. No event generated narrative significance. The environment remained neutral. Neutral environments generate no signal. As relevance declined, predictive routing systems deprioritized the area further. The effect compounded. Reduced traversal led to reduced reference. Reduced reference led to further deprioritization. Feedback loops stabilized invisibility. Residents noticed personal behavioral changes. They avoided naming the area directly. They described locations circumstantially. The neighborhood name appeared less in communication. Eventually, it faded from routine usage. The place still existed administratively, but cognitively, it weakened. Urban models identify this as threshold drift. Not disappearance, not collapse. A gradual shift beneath attention thresholds. No warning accompanies this process. No alert indicates transition. Systems continue operating as designed. The area remains habitable. It remains valid. It remains present. But presence without reinforcement produces no prominence. From the outside, nothing appears unusual. The city operates normally. Systems execute instructions. Time progresses continuously. Yet somewhere within this network of optimization, prioritization, and reinforcement, a place becomes less likely to be noticed. Not erased. Not removed. Not forgotten. Intentionally. Simply not held. Life continues at expected intervals. Arrival feels complete. Movement feels uninterrupted. No discrepancy is detected because detection systems measure deviation, not absence. The environment does not resist. It does not correct. It does not announce. It persists. Still present. Still functional. Still valid, but increasingly peripheral to the systems that decide what matters. And because relevance is not a requirement for existence, the neighborhood remains quietly.